insulin is a substance. Insulin is a substance that is secreted by pancreas, a leaf-shaped gland that is present in the just beside the liver. This is attached to digestive system like this. Okay, what is the function of this is secretes a hormone called insulin. This insulin is very important for maintaining blood sugar levels. Blood sugar levels are maintained by this hormone insulin. How does it maintain the blood sugar levels? Whenever you are eating food, glucose enters into blood. Whenever you are eating food, the glucose present in that food enters into the blood. Okay, when this glucose enters into blood, what is happening? Some amount of glucose is used for everyday activities. Excess glucose is there in the blood. This excess glucose is converted into glycogen, another substance, and this is stored in liver. So this is the function of insulin. This conversion of glucose to glycogen is done by insulin, this hormone. So if insulin is not there, glucose is present in blood and excess of glucose will be there. Excess of glucose in blood causes damage to kidneys. It causes infections in the body which stay. If each and every cell has excess glucose, a bacteria that infects the body has very good nutrition. So infection stays for a lot of time. It's not easy to cure that person's infection so easily. It takes time. There are other effects also. So to avoid this problem, insulin is extracted from pancreas of cattle and pigs. Cattle and pigs. This is an old solution. But if it is done in this way, this is a foreign protein. This is not protein from our body. It is a foreign protein. Whenever a foreign protein enters into our body starts producing substances against it. Antibodies are produced. So in some organisms it causes allergic reactions in some people. So to avoid this, nowadays a bacteria, its name is E. coli, Escherichia coli. Escherichia coli is the name of bacteria which is used in insulin production. How? I'll say you the structure of insulin first. Insulin is a protein that is made up of two polypeptide chains. Polypeptide chain A, polypeptide chain B. This is chain A, this is chain B, and between there are disulfide bonds. Okay, bonding is present between this A and B chains. Okay, the bond that is present in between is disulfide bonds. Okay, how this disulfide bonds will be formed? Yes, and sulfide will bind together to form disulfide bonds. Okay, so when it is formed initially, it's not like this. When pancreas produces insulin, it is in an inactive form. How it is present? It is present like this. From here to here, it is chain A. This is chain A. And from here to here, it is chain B. And both are connected by another chain called chain C. So between these two polypeptide disulfide bond is present, but there is an extra chain. So it is inactive. So before production, before complete activation, this chain will be removed. The C polypeptide C chain will be removed. C chain is removed, and then the two chains will form disulfide bonds again, and the insulin molecule is completed that time. So this production can be done by a bacteria called Escherichia coli. How it is done? Inside the plasmid, the plasmid of bacteria is like this, circular plasmid is present. There is a region called origin of replication. Origin of replication. We have studied origin of replication. The point where the replication starts is called as origin of replication. So endonuclease molecules will split this here. Okay, we'll discuss process again detail. But plasmid will split at this site and it opens. When it opens, the DNA that is extracted, already extracted from a healthy person's cells, will be introduced here. Okay, the DNA that is related to, how this DNA that is related to insulin gene. Insulin gene is extracted and that is added to the plasmid DNA. Okay, plasmid of bacteria. It's added like this. So whenever the DNA replicates inside that bacteria, whenever the DNA replicates, the insulin production gene also will replicate, and so much amount of insulin is produced inside. So when it is introduced, this chain A is introduced separately. Chain B is introduced separately. One bacteria will, chain A will be introduced. Another bacteria, chain B will be introduced. After that, chain A, chain B, both will be taken out of the body and both are joined outside. Okay, inside the test tubes and all this, outside the body of Escherichia coli, disulfide bonds are formed and both chains join. Okay, that is the process. So the process is very simple. Chain A gene is introduced into one bacteria, chain B gene is introduced into one bacteria, and both are allowed to produce inside the body of this bacteria. And as a result, the chain A is produced by one bacteria, chain B is produced by one more bacteria. Both these chains, both chain A, B are extracted from the Escherichia coli, both are allowed to combine inside the test tubes. Right? So this, what do you say? I forgot something. This insulin that is formed is called as humulin. It is similar to human insulin because gene is taken from humans. So it's not a foreign protein. It is present in everyone's body. So there is no harm with this human insulin that is produced from bacteria. It is called as humulin. Right? So that is how insulin is produced. So this is a recombinant DNA technology. This process is a recombinant DNA technology. Recombinant DNA technology. A type of genetic engineering. Type of genetic engineering. Genetic engineering includes modifying the genes. We discussed that it includes modifying genes. Here genes are modified, bacterial genes are modified by addition of any outside genes. And here both genes are allowed to combine. They are forming a combinant. So that is why it is called as recombinant DNA technology. Gene therapy. Several diseases are caused due to defective genes we have seen, and adenosine deaminase is also a protein. Adenosine deaminase is also a protein that is produced by bone marrow cells, lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are white blood cells that are produced by bone marrow. Okay, it is a type of WBC. This WBC cells produce this deaminase, which is helpful in immunity. You know what is immunity, right? Immunity means our body's capacity to fight against diseases. Our body's capacity to fight against diseases. To fight against diseases. Okay, adenosine deaminase is a protein that is produced by lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are a type of WBC. They are produced by bone marrow cells, and adenosine deaminase is very useful for production of for fighting against diseases. It helps in immunity. So this is the first gene that was gene therapy was done on this protein only in a 4-year-old child. So generally, if a person is, what is the general treatment that is done is, if a person is having the adenosine deaminase deficiency, enzymes are introduced. Uh, Adenosine deaminase enzymes are extracted from a healthy person, or they are introduced into certain animals like you, horses and all. These animals will produce the enzymes in their body, and that enzymes will be taken out of that animal, and that injection of enzymes will be given. So this enzymes, if the enzymes are introduced into the body of the person, they are not very much effective. As I said you that they may develop allergic reactions, and this type of treatment is not a curative, complete curative. It gives a temporary relief. And second thing that can be done is bone marrow transplantation. Okay, in another person's bone marrow can be transplanted into this person's body. That is also not a complete cure. Again, the person may develop adenosine deaminase deficiency. So what are the customary methods? One is enzyme injection. Second one is bone marrow transplantation. Bone marrow transplantation. Both these are not very effective, not very good cure for this. There is another method that is done in a 4-year-old patient in 1990. What is the treatment is? Lymphocytes are extracted. I'm rubbing this, ma. So in this method, what is done is a functional cDNA. Lymphocytes of the patient are taken out. Lymphocytes of the patient are extracted. After extracting the lymphocytes, in this ADA complementary DNA, this is produced from a viral vector. Viral vector, as we have spoken about yesterday in the case of nematode, the virus is producing the complementary for this DNA. So by using viral vector, we'll understand the process later. Here you remember a viral vector is used to produce the complementary DNA. This complementary DNA is introduced into the lymphocytes of that patient, and these lymphocytes are injected into patients. So the person started producing, the patient started producing ADA on that person's own. No need of producing outside the body. No need of producing, introducing someone's bone marrow into the body. Directly that person's lymphocytes are producing ADA. But this is not a complete solution. It is also a partial solution. Why? Because this treatment should be done at regular intervals. At regular intervals, lymphocytes should be taken out, the cDNA should be introduced into that, and then that person is producing ADA. Again, if the person is found to be defective, again the process should be repeated. So, what will be a very good cure for this is this ADA, if the family background has ADA deficiency, anyone in the family background is having ADA deficiency, then the newly formed embryo in the embryonic stage, only bone marrow cells bone marrow cells will be added with the cDNA and introduced into that person's body. Okay, at that time the bone marrow cells are having the capacity to repair itself in the embryonic development. When that is not, baby is not completely formed, so whatever defect may be, at that time itself it can correct itself. So at that time only the bone marrow cells should be taken out, cDNA should be added to that, and that cDNA added bone marrow cells should be introduced into the baby's body. So this is called as gene therapy. By using gene, a disease is treated. So that is why it is called as gene therapy. In case of first example, we saw that only the insulin production, that is not curing the disease. Okay, it's not producing a therapy. For pancreas is not able to produce insulin, it is introduced from outside. So that is why we did not call it gene therapy. But in this case, what is happening, gene is added with the additional gene, the genome of that lymphocyte is added with additional gene, so that the disease finds a cure, and the body of that organism, that patient itself, is able to produce adenosine deaminase. Okay, so that is about gene therapy. Next, we'll discuss about molecular diagnosis and transgenic animals in the next tomorrow's class.